Oh, hi, I'm Produce Pete. I love the smell of basil. And that's what we're talking about today, basil. I'm telling you, there's not a cook in America that doesn't have basil either in their refrigerator or in a glass jar on their counter, because basil goes with just about everything. First, I want to tell you about really something simple. Now, we all know about putting basil in tomato sauce. We all know about making a little mozzarella with a little tomato, and we put the basil on. But have you ever tried basil with some strawberries? Cut up some, I know it sounds a little weird, but cut up some strawberries and mix a little basil in. I'm telling you, it's absolutely terrific. Now, what Mom used to do is she would take basil and grow it in the yard. And what would happen is, come the fall, she'd pull the basil out of the ground before it got too cold. And she'd always pull it with the roots on. Then she'd take it down in the basement, hang it upside down, and it would dry out there. And once it dried out, she could have basil all winter long. Now, what she would do is, once she made her sauce, she'd take the basil, grind it up in her hands, and it would go in there. Another thing that she liked to do, and this is really great, she would take the basil, she would chop it up real fine, put it in a blender or whatever. I don't even think they had blenders in those days, but she'd put it in, anything that she could to mush it up a little bit. Then she'd take a little olive oil and a little water, and she'd put them in, years ago, the old ice cube trays, and she'd freeze it in the freezer. Then when she made her sauce, she'd take one of those cubes, or two of those cubes out, throw it in the sauce. I'm telling you, it was terrific. I love the smell of basil. I'm telling you, you smell that basil, you know it's fresh. Basil, it is terrific. I'm Produce Pete reminding you, if you eat right and smell the basil, you'll live right. Ciao.